Hi, Walsh of the RV System, and we're going to talk to you today about the RV Sales Accelerator System by just replicating what we do, and you can do this. I will provide you with all free resources you need in a link at the end of this video. Most RV dealerships don't have a lead problem, they have a follow up problem, they have a trust problem, and they have a systems problem. The reality is that buyers don't wake up one day and spend $80,000, $120,000, or $250,000 on an RV. They research, they compare, they disappear, then they buy from whoever stayed in front of them the longest. Today, I'm going to show you a system that solves all three of those problems. The challenge: common problems RV dealerships face: too many unqualified leads, sales teams spending time on buyers who aren't ready, leads stop responding after initial contact, prospects delay purchases for months, thousands of old leads still untouched in CRM system. Key question: how do we identify serious buyers and move them forward towards a purchase? I didn't build the system sitting behind a desk. I built it looking at what was actually happening inside dealerships. A lead comes in, salesperson calls once, maybe twice, the lead doesn't answer. Everybody moves on. Then months later, that same prospect buys an RV from another dealership. Not because they had better inventory, not because they had lower prices, because they stayed in front of the buyer longer. That's it. Most sales aren't lost because of competition, they lost because of inconsistency. We book in your calendar all the appointments. So think about this: the dealership closes at night, your leads don't stop shopping at night. Some of the highest intent buyers are shopping at 10 after work or on Saturday night, Sunday morning. The question becomes, who's talking to them? Because if nobody's talking to them, somebody else will. That's why we use AI, not to replace salespeople, to make sure no leads gets ignored. Let's establish something right now. Leads don't matter, appointments don't matter, conversations don't matter. The only thing that matters is revenue. If a lead doesn't eventually become a deposit, it has zero value. Too many leaderships celebrate activity. We care about outcomes, deposit, delivery, gross profit. Everything in this presentation is designed around that objective. The three-part growth system: quick close method, target buyers actively shopping today, first choice framework, build trust with buyers, researching and comparing dealerships, lead revival engine, re-engage old leads who haven't purchased yet. Together, these systems create a predictable sales pipeline. Quick close method: the easiest way to burn money on advertising is trying to appeal to everyone. Everybody says they want more leads. That's the wrong goal. Who want more? We want more qualified leads. You think about your best customer, easiest sale you've ever made, the person who showed up, loved the RV, got financing approved, and bought, I should say. What do they have in common? That's your market, not everyone, that person. Define your ideal buyer. Stop marketing to everyone. The best performing campaigns target specific buyers. Example: first-time RV owners, families seeking travel trailers, luxury fifth wheel buyers, trading customers, full-time RV lifestyle buyers. Better targeting equals lower lead cost plus higher quality leads. Here's a mistake I see constantly: dealerships advertise features, customers buy outcomes. Nobody wakes up and says, I need a fiberglass sidewall, I need a 50-gallon freshwater tank, I need upgraded suspension. That's not what they want. What they want is freedom, adventure, family memories, retirement travel, a lifestyle. The dealership that sells the dream will always outperform the dealership selling specifications. Ad copy that converts: effective RV ad structure, attention grabbing visuals. Stop the scroll. You've got to stop the scroll. You're competing with thousands of other Facebook ads. Strong headlines, speak directly to the buyer's needs. Clear value proposition from or why buy from you. Single call to action, one action only. Is it schedule a tour, view inventory, request pricing, get pre-approved? The purpose of a Facebook ad is not to close a sale. The purpose of an ad is to start a conversation. That's it. A good ad has four pieces: hook, story, offer, call to action. Most dealerships skip the story, and that's why buyers don't care. People don't buy products. People buy stories they can see themselves inside. The power of authentic content, what works best, behind the scenes content, new inventory arrivals, service department activity, walkthroughs, delivery days, real customer moments, vehicle pickups, happy customers, road trip preparation, why authentic content feels real and builds trust. This is one of the biggest marketing secrets nobody believes until they see it. The best performing ads are often the ugliest. Shaky camera, smartphone video, wind noise, no professional editing. Why? Because people trust people. They don't trust commercials. A polished video screams advertisement. A simple walkthrough feels authentic, and authentic sells. Lead capture strategy. So we gather information on Facebook ads with forms. Every lead should have a name, email, phone number, timeline to purchase, RV type of interest, budget range, trade in status. Result: sales conversion start with context. Not every lead deserves the same amount of attention. Your sales team should know three things immediately. Can they buy? What do they want? How soon do they want it? That's why qualifying questions matter. The goal isn't collecting information. The goal is helping your team prioritize opportunities. Imagine two leads coming in today. One is researching for next year. The other wants to purchase within 30 days. Should those leads be treated the same? Of course not. The more information we gather up front, the more efficiently we can allocate time and resources. Qualification isn't about filtering people out. It's about understanding where they are in the buying journey. Speed matters. Immediate follow-up wins. When a lead comes in, call immediately. Send automated text outreach. These are hours here. Go in with Judy AI, our conversation AI. Continue follow-up consistently. Most dealerships quit too soon. The dealership that follows up the longest often wins. Most dealerships don't have a lead problem. They have a patience problem. They quit too soon. One call, one text, no response, move on. Meanwhile, the buyer is still researching, still comparing, still shopping. The dealership that follows up the longest usually wins, not because they have the best inventory, because they stayed visible. Automated follow-up, these are ours. Why automation matters. Something most dealerships get wrong. They think follow-up means asking the same question over and over. Are you still interested? Just checking in, wanted to follow up. Nobody wants to respond to that. The purpose of follow-up isn't to remind someone you exist. The purpose is to restart the conversation. Every message should feel personal. Every message should provide value. Every message should make it easy for the prospect to respond. The fortune is in the follow-up. Everybody has heard the phrase, almost nobody actually does it. The average dealership gives up after a few attempts. But buyers don't operate on dealership timelines, they operate on life timelines. Kids graduate, jobs change, tax returns arrive, retirement happens, timing changes, everything. The dealership that remains present when timing changes gets the sale. Benefits of AI-powered follow-up. This is ours, Judy, talking to an actual customer. Now, something interesting happens. The prospect has finally responded. Most dealerships create work for the team at this point. Our system removes work. The AI immediately takes over. It asks questions, builds rapport, qualifies the buyer, and keeps the conversation moving. By the time your salesperson gets involved, the lead is already warm. So the goal here isn't technology, the goal is efficiency. Highest paid people should spend time closing deals, not chasing voicemail, not answering the same questions 50 times, not trying to figure out who's serious. The AI handles the repetitive work. The sales team handles the revenue generating work. Think about how much time salespeople spend sending inventory links and soft credit check application forms. We do this for you automatically in the conversation AI. They spend time explaining options, talking about financing, answering basic questions. We do all this for you. Now imagine all of that happening automatically. That is what our system does. The buyer gets answers immediately. See here. The dealership saves time and the buying process accelerates. Everyone wins. This is where everything starts to compound. The lead is qualified, the inventory is selected, the appointment is booked, and the salesperson walks into the meeting already prepared. That's the difference between working hard and working efficiently. Systems create leverage. One of the biggest mistakes dealerships make is relying on human consistency. Humans are great, but humans get busy, humans forget, humans take days off, systems don't. The reason automation works isn't because it's smarter than people, it's because it's more consistent than people. Let's be clear, AI isn't replacing great salespeople, it's making great salespeople more productive. The AI handles qualification, the AI handles scheduling, the AI handles repetitive conversations, then it hands the opportunity to a closer. The result, more conversations, more appointments, more deals. First choice framework. We want to make you the local RV authority with Facebook ads. When someone thinks about buying an RV, they think of your dealership first. The benefits: increased trust, high conversion rates, reduced price shopping, more referrals. Most dealerships try to compete on price. That's dangerous because somebody can always be cheaper. What we really want is trust. When buyers trust you, they stop comparing every option. When buyers trust you, they stop shopping every competitor. Trust is the ultimate competitive advantage. Here's a simple question. When someone in your market thinks RVs, who do they think about? If the answer isn't your dealership, you've got work to do. The goal isn't fame. The goal is familiarity. People buy from businesses they know. People trust businesses they recognize, and people visit dealerships they've seen repeatedly. Most dealerships create inventory content. Almost nobody creates authority content. Authority content answers questions, challenges assumptions, shares expertise, demonstrates leadership. The more education you provide, the more trust you earn, and trust reduces resistance to buy. The confused mind doesn't buy. People delay purchases because they're uncertain. What will payments look like? How does financing work? Can I trade something in? What's the process? Every unanswered question creates friction. The dealership that removes friction closes more deals. Features don't sell, stories sell. Nobody remembers statistics. Everybody remembers people. Show the retired couple traveling the country. Show the family making memories. Show the customer who thought ownership wasn't possible, because prospects don't see themselves in your inventory. They see themselves in your customers. The biggest mistake dealerships make with content is inconsistency. One video this month, nothing next month, a post 3 weeks later. That's not a strategy. The dealerships that dominate the markets publish consistently, not because every piece goes viral, but because repetition builds trust. Let's talk about the easiest money in your dealership. It's not new advertising. It's not another platform. It's not another campaign. It's already sitting inside your CRM. Thousands of people already know who you are, already showed interest. Thousands of people most dealerships completely ignore. Acquiring new lead is expensive. Reactivating an existing lead is cheap. One already knows your dealership, one already expressed interest, and one already entered your ecosystem. Yet most businesses spend all their effort acquiring new leads while neglecting the leads they already own. This is where patience becomes profit. Most buyers don't buy because of one message. They buy because of hundreds of interactions over time. The lead revival engine that we use allows us to stay present for months, not days, not weeks, months. That's where the biggest opportunities live. Most dealerships quit after 3 touches. Our philosophy is different. We follow up until the prospect buys or tells us to stop. The market rewards persistence, not annoyance. Persistence, there's a difference. Every buyer needs a reason to act, not someday, today. That's what a campaign does. It creates momentum, it creates urgency, it creates a deadline because decisions without deadlines usually become indefinite delays. A weak offer focuses on price, a strong offer focuses on value. Anybody can discount. Very few businesses know how to stack value. The best offers make buyers feel like they'd be crazy not to act. That's what we're aiming for. So, how can you do this yourself? Everything we've covered today is a system, not a tactic, not a trick, not a hack, a system. And systems create predictable outcomes. The goal isn't working harder, the goal is creating a process that produces results repeatedly. I believe the best way to earn trust is to provide value first. That's why we've assembled all of these free resources, templates, guides, scripts, offers, campaigns, things you can implement immediately, whether we ever work together or not. Just scan the code. I'll leave you with this. The next 12 months are going to create a clear separation in this industry. There will be dealerships that continue relying on luck, and there will be dealerships that build systems, systems for lead generation, systems for follow-up, systems for trust, systems for reactivation of your list. The dealerships that build systems will win. The dealerships that don't will continue wondering why their competitors are growing. If you like help implementing these systems, scan the QR code or see the link and we can schedule a conversation. RV Sales Accelerator System, 2,500 a month for dealerships and communities. Full service ads, CRM, lead revival, AI, individual salespeople, 1,500 a month. Same system, scaled for you. You'll find a link to my calendar to book a 50-minute discovery call in the free resources. So thanks for watching. So the QR code and the other links. Bye.